It's so good. She That's exactly what I feel. I went to check my water spot in my car. Oh, I had to like turn my whole body.
Yeah, when you look at it. Like what?
Delray Beach, how are we feeling tonight?
Good.
Alright, so we're feeling like Will Smith at a Jay's Table Talk. Delray, one more time, how are we feeling tonight? Welcome to the Doghouse Theater in Delray Beach. I'm Michael Trilstein, I'll be your host for the evening. And I just wanted to let you know that we do have classes here, so if you want to get on stage, if you want to do some jokes, you can go to, there it is, doghousetheater.com. Take some classes, and also if you're hungry or you want to drink, we do have them in the back, and we just ask that you get it now, you pay us at the end, we have an honor system here. Is that cool?
Yep. Yes.
Perfect. Well, does anyone here have a sibling that makes decisions that you struggle to explain? I have one of those. I have my sister. She's a beautiful person. Part of the reason she's not here is for one of those decisions, where she decided to marry a professional stripper.
Oh, okay.
That's right. And by the way, I didn't ban her from coming because of that reason. I have nothing against male gigolos if you're here. It wasn't like she wanted to come and I was like, no sister of mine shall date a nudist. There will be no male escorts of any kind into my show. No male prostitutes will join our family ranks. That's not what happened. You see, she met this Australian man who works for Thunder from Down Under. You know, classic Saturday. So, ladies, before you judge her, I want you to picture this. 6 foot, 6 pack, sounds like Hugh Jackman. Pretty tempting, right? My hole is also wet. I'm not sure how it works. But they moved in together in Australia in 2019, and I don't know if you've heard, but Australia has been a little bit stricter than Florida when it comes to the pandemic. For example, if you attempt to leave your home in Australia right now, what happens is they write you a ticket, and then they shoot you in the face. That's their way of stopping the spread. And what makes it particularly interesting is they had a baby recently, my nephew and godson Lawson, and they're going to have to homeschool him because of the whole shooting in the face policy. And I think the kid is in good hands, right? Let me introduce you to his teachers. My sister, whose greatest academic achievement includes winning the 2012 University of Buffalo's sluttiest Halloween costume contest. We were very proud. And my brother-in-law, who plays the pizza guy at bachelorette parties, whose penis keeps getting stuck in the pepperoni.
Oh.
So we're not exactly certified academic instructors, but the kid will excel class. You know, people say that's your godson and nephew, you must really love him. And I always go, meh. No, hear me out. I don't know if I love him because I haven't met him. How do you love somebody you haven't met? All I've got is FaceTime. Sir, have you ever FaceTimed a baby? You don't exactly get to know them. They don't really contribute much to the conversation. No one's ever FaceTimed a baby and the baby said, and how's your day going? He just kind of stares at me, right? Like just looking into the screen. My sister's always showing off how fast he's going through the developmental stages, but he can't look at the screen longer than 3 seconds. But before all this went down, my sister, she dated another guy. Let's be honest, she dated a lot of guys. Costume worked. And she sent me an article, and this is crazy, this is true. She sent me an article that her ex-boyfriend was murdered in cold blood. That's what the news article said. And that term always confused me because why is it worse to be murdered in cold blood than regular blood? Like, has a cop ever sat down a kid and said, listen, son, sorry your mother was murdered last night, but the blood was warm, so suck it up. She felt bad though, right? She's like, this ex-boyfriend of mine, he reached out to me 3 times, I didn't respond, I feel really bad. And I said, look on the bright side, sis, I don't think he's reaching out a 4th time. Somebody else took care of that problem for you. In more happy news, my grandma turned 100 last week. Yeah. And I wanted to see her celebrate, but she's afraid to see me because of COVID. And while I understand that, It's like, Grandma, you got a week left. She's all afraid. She goes, they say a new strain is coming out on Friday. And I'm like, Grandma, you're not going to be around by Tuesday. She is right, though. There's a new strain coming. It's called old age. It's the natural causes strain. Thank you guys. It's my time.
Yeah, I'm the new COVID strain. Old age.
I heard you'd be coming for me, that's why I've prepared. Whoa. Where are my bullets?
Holy shit, man, you read the news today?
Yeah.
No, this person I've never met before, her ex-boyfriend was just murdered in cold blood. Yeah, that's what the headline says. Ex-boyfriend murdered in cold blood.
Yeah. That's
awful.
God. I can't believe he never earned more than being an ex.
I know, right? He's fucking dead. Like, I think you need to bump him up, maybe.
Yeah, you know, right? Like
say his name.
Does it say anything about his accomplishments? Like University of Buffalo's sluttiest Halloween costume, 2011.
Mom, look at the new baby. Mom, say hi.
Just talk to the baby, I'll be right back. I gotta put the clothes in the dryer. Alright. Mom, look at how cute the baby is.
Oh my god. That's related to me?
She's gonna break a lot of hearts.
She just broke one. Isn't she beautiful? Yes! So beautiful! You see that stupid look in her eyes? Oh my god,
It's just like your dad.
it means she's developing really quick.
Dude. I just got in a lot of legal trouble. I'm gonna call my lawyer real quick.
Okay. Wait,
You wanna talk to him?
Sure. He says you're fucked.
All right. I'm gonna give you the traffic laws here in Australia.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so you go speeding, we shoot you in the face. What we did.
Okay, very clear rules.
Yes, I appreciate that. Thank you. If you make a right without the blinker, we shoot you in the face. Okay. I'm noticing a pattern. Got it. Yeah. If you go out of your house because of COVID, we're gonna give you a ticket.
Oh, okay, so that seems a lot less.
Yeah, that's a lot less of a. So, great. I'm just trying to find the Sydney Opera House. Just a general. Sorry. I would like to know what I did to get deserved a shooting in the face.
All right, yeah, let me teach you the only thing I know. Oh, my good strong boy.
I'm so excited to learn. I've never been to a real school.
This will get you a lot of extra tips.
Pay attention to your mom.
Yeah.
This is math class.
This is 2 plus This is how I multiplied.
What the fuck? What the fuck? This is warm blood. I only work cold cases. Why'd you call me? I swear it was cold at the time. How did the blood go from cold to warm? Listen, so the body, it looks pretty.
Another heating lamp, didn't it?
I did. I wanted it to stay relevant.
Yeah, Your Honor. I mean, OJ really couldn't have done it. And not only did the glove, not fit, but also when we got to the crime, it was warm. So, was it? You tell what it was.
It was warm blood.
So, what more do you need?
Yeah, detective, it's the first law of thermodynamics. If it's cold and the room is warmer, then it's gonna warm up.
I ran here thinking that this was gonna be a cold case. You son of a bitch!
It's just thermodynamics. It's the first law.
I'm a cop. I'm not a scientist. I'm not here to be smart.
I'm sorry.
I'm here to make accusations blindly.
Alright, what we got going on here? I'm here for the case.
It's a fucking warm case.
What?
Yeah!
It's just thermodynamics. You gotta believe me.
Look,
What's thermodynamics?
I don't know.
The first law of thermodynamics. If it's a
What's he talking about?
I'm here for the cold case.
The only thermoses I use are to hold soups.
It's a soup case.
I don't have a conjoined twins. I'm gonna make whatever decision I want.
What? You can't do that.
I can't.
No.
I can't.
No.
Yeah, guess what I got? Well, you were there, but still, I got heroin.
I was just about to ask if you wanted some heroin. You want some extra heroin?
What? Yeah, I love heroin.
Perfect.
You're gonna get heroin too.
This one's for free.
Oh, thank you.
I will see you later.
My decisions and yours.
You guys want to sign up for a timeshare?
Oh, yeah.
No!
Definitely a timeshare. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we should take a stripper class.
What?
Yes.
My balance is terrible.
Yeah, but I got the other leg.
I know it. It's the good one.
Uh-huh.
All right. Welcome to the first annual University of Buffalo Sluggish Costume Competition. Ladies, I'm going to need you to line up in an orderly fashion and prepare yourselves for the most important part of the competition. Now remember, this is for a grand prize of a $25,000 scholarship. The first part of the competition. Fractals. We have a constant fractal equation here. You just need to come up and solve it. Here's the shot.
Wait.
And try and like spice it up a little while you solve it. The professors are kind of boring.
Sir, this isn't fair. That's literally a huge ass.
Show your tits.
See?
Just let him solve the equation, okay? We all get your turn. He's not too good at this.
Show your tits.
No. I have been waiting so long for this. New strain comes out Friday.
Oh,
Yes, I know. I've been standing in line. It's not much of a line yet, but I am standing.
Oh, yeah.
First.
Is this the line for the strain?
Yes, the line for the new strain.
Keep it going for him, everybody. That FaceTime is exactly how it goes. So that was enjoyable for me. Thank God my sister's a good sport. I lost whatever inheritance I was going to get from my grandma. It's gone now, by the way. So I hope you guys appreciate it. Guys, the next comedian coming to the stage is a good friend of mine. He's absolutely hilarious. He recently placed third in Boca Raton's funniest comedian contest. Did that actually happen?
Yeah.
Guys, give it up for my buddy, Eric Siegel! Yeah. Thanks for coming out, guys. Yeah, third place. Woo! In the Boca's Funniest Comedian contest. That's the equivalent of being voted the person with the best breath at a halitosis convention. So, happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I love my mother. She was a good woman. She's still alive. She's just not a good woman anymore. I went and saw her on Sunday and the obligatory, whatever. I think I'm good for another 6 months. So, but that brings me to my next point, which is I don't think I'm gonna ever have children. I'd be too scared that they'd end up like me. I don't wish this on anyone. I've never shot up a place with a rifle, but I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about it. Many times. So, I am a big proponent of adoption. I think adoption is the way to go for everyone. It's a win-win. The kid gets a good home. And the real winners are the adoptive parents, because first off, you adopt a kid, everyone thinks you're a good person, right? Especially if you adopt an ethnic kid, they think you're Mother Teresa, and they're cheaper anyway. But no matter what happens with the kid, if you adopt, you're safe, you're protected. If your biological kid does something horrible, you get blamed for it. But an adoptive parent, it's not really the same thing. You adopt a kid, he ends up being, a famous athlete or president of the United States. They'll come interview you, and you'll say, we just gave him a good home, showed him love, and the rest was up to him. Now, if the kid ends up being a school shooter, the response is the same. The tone is just different. We tried to give him a good home. We just gave him love. Did the best we could, but the rest was up to him. There's nothing more we can do. It's just he had bad blood. It's not our fault. So I put my mother through a lot. That's one of the reasons why I wouldn't want to have my own kids. I was a drug addict for life, celebrating 10 years sober. Yeah, my mother is very proud. Unfortunately, I've replaced my drug addiction with a sex addiction, and it's got really out of control. So I'm having a lot of the same consequences. I used to wake up in the morning with a black eye, and I didn't know how it got there. Now I wake up in the morning with a black guy, and I don't know how. And my ex-girlfriend hated when that happened. It's probably one of the reasons why she broke up with me. So yeah, but I've been sober. I'm also a cancer survivor. That usually gets. No, not. I don't mean the disease. I mean my ex-girlfriend. She was born in July. She's a cancer. Thank you. So she did break up with me. And it's okay because she was getting fat. And I noticed because she wasn't fitting into my wife's clothes anymore. It's always a good way to tell. But I'm still getting over. We broke up, kind of recently.
and it's been hard. But one of the good things is I've actually lost a lot of weight, from the depression. So I recommend, the breakup diet to anyone who's listening. What you do is you find someone who is way out of your league, and you fall in love with them, and then you wait for them to break your heart because it's going to happen eventually. And then you just fall into a depression and starve yourself for a few weeks. Lose 20, 30 pounds like nothing. But
I'm a truck driver. I'm working on my social skills.
well, if you react to jokes, if it takes you that long to react to jokes, I'm scared of how long it takes you to react to something on the road.
You better love yourself if you drive a truck. There's no one else around.
God bless you. Truck drivers, we love you. Tough job. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for serving. I'm serious. So, where was I? Anyway, what I was going to say is...
Broke your heart.
Cancer! Hey, that was 3 jokes ago. Are you a truck driver too? Alright, no. I was going to say that it's actually, all joking aside, it was for the best, the breakup. It wasn't working out for a long time. We stayed together just out of convenience and for financial reasons, and I think a lot of people do that. You guys probably do. You're sitting pretty far away. These two, they're in love. They've been touching, feeling the whole. So they're good. But it brings me back to my mother. I used to remember my mother used to say to me. She used to say when I was younger, she said, there are 2 things that are unacceptable in life. Waking up and going to a job that you don't like, getting off work and going home with someone that you don't love. Most of us do at least one of those things. Of course, my mother was usually high on Quaaludes when she was so I didn't put much stock into it. It usually sounded more like, there are 2 things that I All right. My father, on the other hand, he used to say things like, Eric, show me a beautiful woman, and I'll show you a guy who's tired of banging her. Now, he usually would say those types of things to me through the glass when I would visit him in prison.
Wait.
And the truth, 100% true, my father went to prison for bank robbery. So, word of advice, if any of you are thinking about robbing a bank by yourself, and you go into the vault, you have to bring a hostage with you, otherwise they just shut you in there and put knives. And that's, honest to God, that's what happened to my father. So, yeah. Yeah, so, another reason why you can tell why I wouldn't want to have children. I come from a bad stock. So, I'm back on the market of trying to date again. It's tough. It's especially tough because I don't have social media. So, and I didn't realize that this is a thing, that if you're on a dating app and you don't have social media, everyone thinks you're a serial killer. So, I'm talking to this girl and she says, "You're not on Insta. How do I know you're not rapey?" Rapey. And I said, well, first of all, I'm Jewish. We're not really rapey. we're more stalky and so you're good. You don't have to worry. But yeah, it's tough. I need to get social media. But everyone just puts on social media what they want everyone else to see. It's not the actual version of you. So thank you for agreeing with that. If you want to know what someone's really about, what you need to do is look at their Google search history. That's the way to tell it. So I'll end on this. I'm not going for girls out of my league anymore. Not going for any more 9s or 10s. What I'm going for now is only a Jewish 10. Which is, of course, a 3. It's $7 million in the bank. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
They slammed the ball shut, man.
Hey!
Is the camera right?
Hey! You can't do that, man! That's not fair! This gotta be kidnapping, man!
Yeah, we can.
You don't open this ball! We are stealing everything in the yard! Everything in it! And I'll shoot you, we'll shoot this place up! Yeah.
Fucking try it, bro.
That looks like a new rug! We're gonna piss on it! We're gonna piss on the rug, man! Piss on the rug!
We're remodeling next week anyway. It's fine. You like that? Got a new baby. Yeah. Where did you get this one from? Oh man, it's a discount. It's Swedish, so it was cheap. How much of it did you have to put together? Directions, it was all like just no words. I thought it was very interesting that you put the left leg where the right arm goes. That's really
Never had a baby.
and it shows.
Yeah.
So cute!
I'm gonna take him out. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. So I'm going to tell you something about life, right? Okay. Father will tell you this because he's in jail. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Okay. The worst thing you can do in your life is to wake up. The second worst thing.
Wait!
Yeah. I know, right? Wake it up. It's kind of an issue, I know.
Why did you go back to drugs?
What do you mean, man? I mean, like, you ordered me. $59.99 an hour.
Eric! I'm sorry! I can't have a problem! Fuck Eric!
It seems like you guys have some issues you need to
No.
work out.
Stay! Please! She's not gonna hug me for another week, man. You gotta stay. Stay.
And what's your name?
John Carmichael.
John Carmichael.
Big Dick.
So clearly you met him on Grindr. Well, I don't remember.
Hey, morning. I came third.
What are you? What? What were you in the closet? No.
The shower, dude.
That's not
Eric? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Oh man, it was wild. It was wild. I'll tell you all about it.
Oh, yeah.
Here, let me make this all breakfast.
Nice.
I don't know if I can live with the shame, man. I mean, last year I came in third, focus funny. But this year, I came in first in focus funniest comedian. I can't live with the shame of being the funniest person in both
Alright, so how much are you looking to lose?
I got a lot to lose, man.
Alright.
30 pounds, maybe?
30 pounds? Alright, perfect. We're gonna sign you over. We're gonna start getting you off real quick, alright? I love you. I love you. That would be $50. Dude, I'm just kind of lost. I don't.
I just adopted a baby.
I was really cheap.
Gotcha,
I
okay.
do his taxes.
Cheap ethnic babies for adoption, that's
I
okay.
basically pay for myself.
Great tax return.
Do you care for baby? No.
Not anymore.
Where's mommy? I need my diaper change.
So man, have you ever thought of like walking into like a CVS with a rifle and not shooting anything?
No, but...
No one has. No one has.
But I have thought about walking into an adoption center with a Bowie knife and not adopting kids.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm glad you came to see me in prison, son.
Yeah.
I got locked. Oh. You can hear me now, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I was just saying thanks for coming.
Oh, you're welcome.
I got some fatherly advice for you.
Oh, okay, cool.
You don't have a notepad or anything, or?
You know what? I just lock it all up in here. I'm a waiter, so like, it's like a trap.
I got you.
Yeah. What can I do you for? Do you need any water? Sorry.
We don't have much time. I just want to give you advice that's going to help you the rest of your life.
Yeah, what's up?
Don't go in the vault.
What's in the vault?
Don't need to know.
Dad's in prison, man. They didn't even arrest him. He just walked in and they closed the cell door.
He doesn't listen to us.
I didn't know hostage. I know, no, he's not hostage. He's like, I didn't know this could happen. I heard that's how he got married to Mom.
Alright, that's it. No more kids. No more. I'm ready.
Well, no more kids. I just got rid of the rest of them. All right? It took a lot of effort. I mean, not too much effort because they're so small and it's just so little. But there were a lot of them.
Yeah.
All right?
I had a Groupon.
No more affordable ethnic children. I've had it. I don't want your Angelina Jolie dream anymore. We've done it.
Yeah, so I'm just looking for new parents. I can do your taxes for you.
Okay. Are you Jewish?
Sure. Keep it going for them, everybody.
School shooting, so funny. You guys left! You guys look so in love. How long are you guys gonna get married? Year and a half. That's great. Let me tell you what happened. As I said, we do teach improv here, so you can learn improv and comedy. And one of the rules in improv, what's your name? Spencer, one of the rules in improv is you say yes and. The idea being somebody says something, you say yes and, you never say no. And I wanted to practice at home. And my girlfriend said to me, "Ugh, I look so fat."
Oh no.
To which I said, "Yes and."
Wrong answer.
You should work out more.
Oh, wrong answer.
You may be thinking that was the wrong answer. Yes and. I'm single now. So don't make that mistake, Spencer. You guys ready for your next comedian? The next guy coming to the stage is absolutely hilarious. I'm a big fan of his. Guys, give it up for Alex. Hey, everybody, give it up for Alex.
What's up? My name is Alex Avila. That's a reminder for Michael. Let's see. I'm always bad at this because I never write my material, and it's always like stream of consciousness kind of shit. So we're gonna get real a little bit. Do you guys have like family chats? Like a chat group with your family?
Yes.
You guys have one?
No.
No, me neither. Holy shit. Okay, so these are mine, right? So we have family chat. Regular, we can shoot the shit, do some bits, share gifts. Then, for every holiday that comes up, a new one is created for the planning of said holiday. Because we're Cuban and we are extra. And then one had to be created because in family chat, serious topics would come up. You know, grandparents getting sick, you know, so it's hard to have like, hey, grandma is having kidney failure right next to a gif of Bill Nye the Science Guy having an explosion in front of his face. So we had serious family chat added to the list. And serious family chat was where all the serious shit happened. Any passings, any unexpected events or sicknesses or cancellations because, hey, somebody got COVID, oh shit. And it was kind of our public alarm system, you know how they had those back in the day where it was like, this is just a test in case there was an actual event, this would be real. So pretty consistently we would get updates in serious family chat, hey, grandma's not doing great, hey, grandma's. And by the way, my grandma, abuela, she was the matriarch of the family. And for the white people in the room, it's like the movie Encanto. I have to get relatable to you because you guys don't understand. You guys will ditch your grandmas in a heartbeat. It's fucking ruthless. And I get it, half of them are racist, but like still. I'm so glad we're having fun. So anything about grandma, all of us were at the ready, right? So it was like, grandma fell, boom, everyone convene at the house. Grandma broke ribs, boom, convene at the house. And recently, I got a phone call while I was working out, and it was my mom. And she was like, where are you? I was like, I'm at the gym, what's up? Yeah, but where are you? But I gotta go by. And something was different. I was like, what the fuck happened? Grandma's not breathing. I know. And the Cuban in me went, no! And no matter how much will I mustered to move as quickly as I fucking could, I had been working out. And I forgot to use the elevator. So I was going down the stairs going, get in my car and I fucking book it. I'm hitting 100 on 95. I get another phone call. Hey, we're going to JFK. Got it. Click. Get to JFK. I see most of my family is already there. Perfect. We're here for grandma. She needs us. But not everyone was there.
Right.
That's when I flipped out my phone. And I looked for serious family chat. Not a fucking update. And I looked around and I said, hey, does everybody know? No, not everybody knew. The one fucking time we needed the emergency public sound system to work, it failed. It was like 9/11 all over again, but very personal for me. These were my Twin Towers falling.
Yeah.
She didn't make it. Yeah. Doctor comes out. The whole family squatted up. Children, children's children, children's children's children. You know how Latins do. And so we're in this tiny room. And the first thing he says is, I do not have good news. And reality breaks. Because I knew that my brother was gone. And then he goes on, most likely a heart attack. Silent sobbing, hugs. Since then, my family now has a shared hole in our lives. And it's fucked. Because she was the fucking one that was good. The rest of us are shit. Same. She fucking gets it. But by comparison, she was always happy. No one knew anything but good from her. At her funeral, I saw strangers. I was like, who the fuck are these people? Are they here for the next funeral? They were the kids that she babysat over the years. They all fucking showed up. Their parents, them. It was beautiful. Now, rewind to a month earlier. My mom's dad died. I called him my mom's dad because I didn't give a fuck about him. We had one conversation ever in our lives. It was about baseball because that's what he liked. So that was it. He just kind of dipped out, cheated on my grandma, made a new family. That woman sucked him dry. But, nice. Are you the truck driver? I heard about you. So he passes away. But before that, they were getting older and they had him move back in with her, just so that it was easier for my mom and her sisters to take care of them both. And they cohabitated pretty great. So he passes away. I, out of support for my mom and my aunts, was like, hey, I'll show up, cool. Otherwise, fuck off. Like I said, I'm one of the shitty ones. So I show up and I go into the room and there he is. And I quietly just say, hey, go in peace.
Go in peace.
What else do you do with somebody that you don't fucking know? And I leave the room. And I walk up to my cousin and I was like, hey man, do you have super glue? He was like, no, why? And I was like, his mouth is just so fucking open. Just ease it up a little bit, you know? And he was like, he opted out of jokes. My family is a joking family. That's the way we survived. You know, I don't know about any of the other Latin folks in here, but my family, toxic as fuck. It's like Encanto for the white people. Anyway, that's my time. You have a great night.
Sad news. Eddie. Uncle Eddie? Yeah? Eddie died. Oh wait, no, he didn't die. He passed. That's not as bad. Sweet. It's not nearly as bad as dying. He passed. He just passed. It's not like he died. He passed. Oh. You know, Rainbow Bridge, that whole thing. Oh, okay. Yeah. Woo! You got me. So we thought he died. Yeah. Oh my God. He's not a quarterback, but he passed. But he passed. Yeah. So it's good and bad. It's good. These days are horrible, man.
This is the worst day of my life. This is like
like the creation of Al Qaeda and ISIS all at once.
They're just eggs.
In my mouth. They're bad eggs.
Okay. I'm not gonna put that, but it's not like Al Qaeda.
It literally is Al Qaeda for me, okay? This is
I'm
horrible.
sorry, you make them again?
No! I'll just sit here and suffer.
Come on, you're being a little dramatic.
Am I being dramatic?
Yes, yes.
This is like the fall of Rome, but with more death. It's horrible.
So, how many of them are out there? I hope there's not a lot. Please.
I mean, we're Latin, so you know how we
Oh,
do.
jeez.
I mean, we got the children's children.
You know I'm terrible at bad news.
Yeah!
Children?
Yeah, they each got their own text message chains. So, you know, like the cousin's chain, and then the cousin's GIF chain, and then the cousin's serious chain, and then the cousin who got pregnant, but nobody wanted to tell that she got pregnant. But then they accidentally included grandma on that chain because they didn't realize that they just copied the chain. That's how we found out that Steve
I
was
don't even
pregnant.
understand this.
Yo, man, I got all these chains right here. This one's got my grandma on it. Yeah. This is all the money I have. Yeah, I'm broke. I have nothing. Not a cent.
All right, let me administer your jokes. I mean, this is going to treat your cancer. Yeah, we heard that jokes, you know, are what you respond to. Cause you sure you don't want chemo?
Very sure I don't.
Just jokes.
I just want to laugh to death.
Alright, so, basically the guy, he lost because he didn't know who his father was. I'm sorry. It's like Star Wars.
This is like in real life?
Yes, like in real life. You know?
Oh my god, it makes so much sense now.
Sweetheart, you're Swedish. Your family's Swedish. My family is Norwegian.
Yeah.
How is it that we have an abuela? Miami.
Look who it is, abuela coming in here. You think you better than grandma? Yeah.
See?
What? You think you better than grandma because you come in here? What?
I throw sandals.
What the heck? That's supposed to mean?
I throw sandals and I'm nice.
Put it in language that I understand.
I throw chocolates.
So what you're saying is it's a little bit like Encanto.
Okay, so the eggs were like, they were so bad, it was like, how should I put this? Like Schindler's List.
Yeah, I know what that is. Yeah.
You're so young.
You got this reaction and performance being that the seriousness of these eggs. Otherwise, you wouldn't be making those faces. Right?
Really awful. Like it was almost like the beginning scene of Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, I know what that is. Like yesterday almost.
So you don't understand like the severity?
No, I do understand.
Okay, so it was like a love story and the sadness in like Dirty Dancing.
So so they were like Nicolas Cage.
Oh yeah, I know.
So the hash browns were kind of like,
Yeah, they were made.
they were sort of like, Ernest Goes to Camp.
What? What? Are you kidding me?
I know that one, yeah. I've heard of that, yeah.
You don't have to see the movie, just look at those goddamn hash browns.
This is awful.
Yeah.
I don't even want to take a bite out of
Don't eat them. No.
So I was looking at the reviews of this whole Holocaust thing. It got 2 stars on Rotten Tomatoes.
Really?
Yeah. Nobody liked it.
Nobody liked the Holocaust.
No, nobody liked it. I mean, it was like 20% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I'm really sorry to tell you this. Let me just see your file here. It looks like you are. How should I put this? What movie do you know?
Guys.
Is it like Bridgerton? You're like Bridgerton.
I'm fake as shit.
That was very funny. You guys having a good time?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm just gonna make this little adjustment here. How are we doing, Spencer? I'm very envious of what you have. What, do you guys have like a favorite movie that you guys watch together?
We don't have time for movies.
Because of having sex.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Very good. Appreciate it.
Very nice.
Did anyone else hear that in a Borat voice? Very nice. Great success. Your next comedian coming to the stage is a good friend of mine, very, very funny. Guys, give it up for Alex Gammon!
Don't get up. Thanks for coming out to Doghouse Theater. Give yourselves a round of applause. Doghouse Theater's got a lot of history. It was 1810. Sharon Mobley had this building built so that she can adopt stray dogs and make houses out of them.
Is that a true story?
A lot of history in this room. You could be sitting where a house dog was made. So I love my dad, and he's getting up there in age, and all he does is watch TV. He's very passive. And from what I've searched on WebMD, you gotta keep the brain active to fight off the dementia. So every time I see him, I just change his email password. Because I love him. It's a dangerous world we live in. I was walking into Publix the other day, and there were 25 kids fighting next door. And just one guy freaking out. Called the cops. They called me back an hour later. Mr. Gannon, that was a karate school. Well, now I know. I was reading an article that a Virgin Atlantic plane had to turn around because the pilot didn't take the test to become a pilot.
What?
How do you announce that? This will be your captain speaking. I dated a one-legged woman once. I did, yeah. I had to end it though, because every time we went shoe shopping, I felt like I was throwing money away. Seriously, you don't know anybody with a left? My barber's back from prison. Thank you, yeah. It's weird though, he calls me bitch now. I gotta pay him in cigarettes. I asked him if I could use the bathroom, he goes, I'm making wine, bitch. I don't even know what that means. So, I love horror movies. I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You ever see Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Yeah.
If you haven't, it's pretty much all in the title. But it's cool. Like I was watching the other day, and I was thinking, like, you know, Leatherface just seems simple-minded. You know, like was he really chasing after people with a chainsaw, or was he just really excited to show it to them? I think he was just excited. Nobody gave him the talk, you know, like you can't wear people's faces. You gotta moisturize when you're wearing that out in Texas. So I saw a guy I hadn't seen in a long time. And so I'm like, we're back in the office now, due to the pandemic, I guess, being over. And so I saw him, and then I was home working virtual, and then I came back in, and now he looks skinny, and he looks fucking great, and I just hate him. And I'm like, Atkins? Cancer.
Whoa,
I'm like, cardio and cancer, or... like, don't get mad at me, man. I'm just saying you look good, you know? He died like 2 weeks later.
Oh, no.
But he looked so fucking good in that suit.
Damn it, man.
Just a slice, just a smidgen, you know? So my kid's being a dick. And I took his iPad and I threw it in the pool. Now guess who's not being a dick? The neighbor came over, the neighbor's kid. I threw his ass in the pool because he was talking shit, and the wheelchair took him all the way to the bottom. It's okay though, it's okay though. I put the iPad in rice, it works now. Well, that's my time, everybody. Thank you so much.
So the pandemic's over.
Really?
Yeah, it's Ukraine now. Can I catch it? I think you have to kind of go.
All right. What is a major problem facing people who have to use wheelchairs right now?
People are throwing them into the bottom.
A wheelchair with a seatbelt, so that when they get thrown in, instead of floating to the surface like they would normally, they get all the way in.
What if you just put them in rice?
I'm not a Coast Guard, man. Why would I try? Why would I save the people that I'm trying to hurt?
I must say, the sex with you is very nice. I like what you do with your finger in my bum. You're a very pretty lady.
Oh, this workout's killing me, man.
Damn, you look good.
I don't know if it's this or the cancer. Woo! It's killing me more. Huh.
That's nice. What? That's nice.
That's nice.
The cancer, I mean the workout. You're looking good. That's cancer, right? That's leukemia.
No time those choirs. Just want to battle in your lungs.
Oh, hey, fellas. Didn't notice you there.
Oh, shit.
You may be wondering what's happening to me.
What's happening?
AIDS.
I should have guessed it. Retro!
How hard is it to get shoes for lunch?
I got those.
I asked them to come here like 30 minutes ago. They still haven't. And I'm paying full price too.
I'm so sorry. I could ask them to check in the back, but you know.
I don't even walk on it. I'm with this wheelchair.
You have a seatbelt?
Okay, so we're gonna have to have you start training. You have early onset dementia, and you're gonna have to box dementia. Dementia is undefeated. It's like Mike Tyson fucked another Mike Tyson. That Mike Tyson was born and got punched in the face. No one's made it out.
Yes, and I have to start training?
Yeah.
Yes.
Otherwise,
So go through it again.
It's kind of like Rocky, where the guy has to fight the other guy.
I don't
That's what
remember
you're
watching.
kind of do.
In some way, it's kind of like British Goes to Camp.
Keep it going for him, everybody! Oh. Now we're talking about cancer. So let's tell a joke. No, my dad actually died of cancer.
Whoa.
Yeah, 17 years ago. Or as the CDC likes to say, an early case of COVID. or as Floridians like to say, because he was vaccinated. Thank you. How we doing, Mr. and Mrs. Borat? We good? How many times a day? Don't answer that. Our next comedian coming to the stage is a good friend of mine. He's very funny. Guys, give it up for the very funny Brendan Fisher!
Right.
Tom Brady and I are roughly the same age, and that's where the comparisons stop. I got more in common with homeless guys than that dude. You ever heard this one? Well, if you give them money, they're just gonna buy beer with it. That's what I do with my money. I just happen to have an apartment, a one-bedroom apartment. I'm up 1-0. That's not a very big lead. And I've got a question. When are all these companies going to stop asking me for reviews? I went to Walgreens. A couple days later, I got an email. How was your experience at Walgreens? Fucking great. You know, I was just telling a friend of mine what a good time I had at Walgreens. A couple days later, I got another mail. Would you please rate your experience at Walgreens? It's like, yes. I was in your store. I was the 40-year-old man wearing sweatpants and a Beastie Boys t-shirt. I was buying Nicorette, Chunky Monkey ice cream, and a 6-pack of Bud Light on a Sunday night. How was my experience? Fucking embarrassing. Can we get a president that can get an erection? I did a little math on the way down here, and I think it's been about 7 years since we had a dependable commander-in-chief. Hunter Biden, my hero. Bank executive, age 29. Board member of Amtrak, age 36. Got a 2.8 carat diamond from the Chinese at some fucking place called Monkey Island in Louisiana. And he did it when he was high. I don't know what I find more unsettling. The fact that I just got my first copy of AARP magazine in the mail, or the fact that I totally would have fucked the woman on the cover of it. I'm still hoarding toilet paper. This is how I roll. I just got another shipment in yesterday. My girlfriend's like, oh my God, other people need that. So I just went over to her shoe closet and opened the door, and I was like, plenty of barefoot size 6s out there, babe. I would like to go ahead and thank Vladimir Putin for ending COVID. And I see that McDonald's has closed all their stores in Russia. Way to supersize the sanctions. I thought we were trying to hurt them, not unclog their arteries. Everyone wondered why that Russian tank convoy broke down. Well, that's what happens when you don't pick up the call that says your warranty's expired. Going back to Massachusetts for the summer, I was super excited because they made all beaches topless. So I finally get to see Bill Belichick's man boobs. Another teacher got caught hooking up with his student. There's nothing funny about statutory rape. Except I can picture the high school quarterback putting on his jacket, slicking back his hair. Meanwhile, a 35-year-old man swoops in. He's got credit cards and a dinner reservation. You're getting cock-blocked by a middle-aged man. Can we stop checking fat guys at the airport? Just a hunch, but no suicide vest has ever come in size American. Although I do have to say, I kind of missed the time when I was just afraid of, Muslims. No, it's like be on the lookout for disgruntled, middle-aged white guys that haven't been laid in a while. It's like, ah, shit, that's me. I'm in my 40s now, or as I like to call them, the Viagra and colonoscopy years. And my doctor gave me a supplement called horny goat weed. I'm hooked on Nicorette, but I haven't quit smoking. Viagra, Nicorette, horny goat weed, that's what's coursing through my veins. What's up, ladies? And I struggle with exotic women. I was out with a girl, she was Indian, a Greek, and some other kind of cuisine that gives me gas. She was like, yeah, well, my father is Indian, but he's actually from South Africa. And my mother's from Ecuador, but she's actually half Vietnamese. What about you? I was like, well, my mother's from Massachusetts. And my father is actually from Massachusetts. Yeah. And there's nothing worse for a guy like me than run into a happily married couple. Like, oh yeah, things are good, kids are good. Yeah. Got a house in Jupiter, went skiing in Jackson Hole. What about you? It's like, well, I woke up to a text message from an Israeli bartender I hooked up with that just said, I'm pregnant. Gotta go. All right, guys, that's my time. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2024 presidential erections, where we will find out which one of these old fucks can still get it up. Brought to you by Bang Energy. Yes, question.
No, I'm also running for president.
This is America, bitch!
Nope. Yeah, we gotta step out.
What?
Look.
Really? Really?
Be honest, is that a bomb, or are you just happy to see me?
Do I look like I'd be carrying a bomb?
Yup.
I have just invented a new suicide vest for our most valued customers. You know, because most of our customers actually are not from where you expect, they're from America. So I've decided to upgrade the size of the vest to fit more packages and such. That makes sense. It does make sense, doesn't it?
Honey, look what I just got in the mail!
Oh, is it your vest?
Here it is!
Oh, you love to put it on, put it on, put it on, put it on, put it on.
Oh, I can't wait to bring it to that Planned Parenthood! Those sick fucks don't know what they got coming! So, I was out last night on a date.
Oh.
Right?
Finally. Okay.
Hong Kong.
Okay.
And some other place where they make soup.
How's your stomach?
I'm not a soup guy.
Yeah, well, that's
She's like, oh, I'm from here, I'm from there.
So, what cuisine are you? I'm soup. What do you do?
I moons over my hammy.
Hungarian soup. That's my main ingredient, and then I also have a little bit of South African goat meat.
Now, IHOP. We are in Zelda. We have kidnapped your Beyonce. We will kill her if you do not give us incels more pussy. We are tired of not fucking. We want to fucks, yo. We're tired of trolling your internet pages.
Hi, I'm from the AARP magazine.
Holy mama!
Keep it going, come on, everybody. You guys have been an awesome crowd. You guys give yourself a round of applause for being so awesome. Thank you so much. You guys ready for your headliner?
Woo!
Yes, one more time. You guys ready for your headliner? The man coming to the stage is absolutely hilarious. He actually self-produced and sold out his own show recently called Standup, and he has an amazing podcast I suggest you check out called Family Jewels. Everybody give it up for my guy, Brian Sobolewski!
Who's over 50?
Yeah, raise your hand. Yeah, you just took your meds.
I had to do it.
It's fucking after 9, guys. I just took my meds. I have 17 minutes before things get weird. 17 minutes. So I'm gonna try to wrap this up quick for you guys. Thank you so much for sticking it up. You guys are awesome. Give yourself a round of applause. I have to commend you guys because you're like a pretty audience, man. You guys are beautiful. You should have been here last week, man. That audience was ugly. Like seriously, what are you guys going for? Best couple everywhere? No, seriously, look at you two. Who gets off first? There's no way. There's no way. Do you know how to get him off first? Put a mirror right on the head so he can see himself. Now you guys are gorgeous. Even more gorgeous, sir, are people behind you. We got gorgeous people up here. Dude, you're in a sweater. I don't know what the fuck you were expecting in Florida. Seriously, where are you from? What part of New England are you fucking from that you wear a sweater in Delray Beach, Florida?
No excuse.
Explain yourself. Are you doing heroin? Do you have track marks? I'm trying to cover that shit up because she's not wearing any fucking thing. Like, you guys said, I'm gonna go minimalist tonight. He's like, I'm gonna go Alaska. So Alex was up here. Alex was up here earlier talking to him about his abuela. I hope I'm saying it right. I'm Polish. We just put ski at the end of everything. But I was the fucking trainer that he was working out with the night that shit happened. Yeah. She's in the group chat, isn't she? But it's like, I walked over to him and I was like, hey, what's up? And he's like, my grandmother is unresponsive. I was like, fucking 10 more, dude. No, I'm not that bad. I said, you gotta go. So, the reason I am the headliner and I am last is because I have the most fucked up family in the world. I don't know, some of you know me, you're laughing, you must have heard me before because it's fucking totally true. My mother used to be put in a mental institution about every 3 months. So if you're in business, that's like once a quarter. And I was so worried about my mom. I feel like I was a sweet kid. And I was like, Mom, what's up, man? Are you really crazy? And she said, no, I just need a break from you people. I said, Mom, just take a vacation. She's like, show me a vacation where they put Valium on in a little candy dish next to your bed. And I'll go on Expedia right now. But no, she was crazy, and my dad was a sociopath. Anyone? Woo! No, my dad. I'm pretty sure that my dad. This is how my dad approached parenting. He said, "Listen, I have an older brother." He said, "You know, you boys are either going to be street smart or book smart." He saw my brother's first report card. He's like, "Okay, you're good, Brian. You're going to be street smart." So my dad raised my brother and I to be criminals because I knew my Miranda rights before I knew any nursery rhymes. I'm serious. My dad was like, "Hey, Jack and Jill went up the hill both without representation. You should never do that. Silent." Seriously, when they asked me to pledge allegiance in school, and I was like, "Hey, I ain't pledging shit to my Lord. Liberty and justice for all. It's fucked up. Not doing it." Anybody else like drink on the honor system here tonight? Because it's fucking amazing. I've had 2 beers. 2 beers. I'm gonna pay for when I'm done. So the first thing, I knew the second that reality hit me that I love stealing. I just love it. It's the best thing in the world. Like, my dad was a salesman. Anyone have a parent that was a salesperson? Because they're a different breed of fucking people. My dad's like, hey, if you work really hard, you have a great product, and you sell it right, you can make a 40% profit. I was like, yeah, Dad, or I can take it and make 100. How about those profit margins? And my dad actually, he taught us to be thieves. The first thing that my brother and I stole from my dad was something simple. You probably wouldn't have even noticed it. It was a house. More specifically, I love you, whoever you are. Can I sign some part of you at the end of this? How do you steal a house? It was actually 2/3 of a house that we stole. Let me explain. This was back in the 80s. Anyone grew up in the 80s? Yeah, no, because you're in bed right now. You're home in bed if you grew up in the 80s. But during the 80s, my dad divorced my mom and couldn't afford another house of his own, so instead he bought a plot of land, poured the foundation, and we capped it. And my brother and I lived in it with him on weekends. And at night, we would drive around to construction sites and steal the rest of what we needed to build the house. Yeah, very smart. She said. Is that you? What, you grew up in a family where like they hugged and shit? I haven't been hugged in 35 years. Go play yourself. My family is the reason for same-day delivery and install. Because if you had that shit delivered and you didn't have it installed the same day, I put that shit in my house. That was mine. It's survival. Thank you. I don't need your help. Thank you. I'm the last guy. I'm the last guy for a reason. Yeah. Oh, that's so sweet. You should hands off my woman. So guys, we all did prison time. I do a podcast, and I get it. When someone says, hey, I want you to listen to my podcast, I feel the same way. I'm like, yeah, I would rather listen to old people eat. With huge headphones on. But my podcast is about how my father, brother, and I robbed jewelry stores all over New England for 5 years. Go. She's like, yeah. She's taking notes. She's going to go out, forget the honor system. She's going to get a pen. If you've never robbed a jewelry store with your family, guys, I gotta tell you. We just did a Cookie Monster by the lounge. If you've never robbed a jewelry store with your family, guys, I highly recommend it because you'll learn a lot about yourself. You'll get the job based on your level of importance to the family. Anyone sitting at a kiddie table? In an armed robbery, let me explain. My dad, 6'4", 250 pounds, he went to Wentworth School of Technology, which is a little bit better than MIT in Massachusetts. He was a genius. They literally called him in the media a mastermind. My brother, 6'4", 260 pounds, all roided out. He was the muscle. I am inhaling, guys, right now, just to show you that I'm 5'9". I'm 150 pounds. I was the lookout. Yeah, during the planning stage, my father and brother were like, he's still here. Turn around. He's got eyes. They could look out. Guys, the lookout's the best job in the world to get because if the shit ever did hit the fan, if I ever saw blue flashing lights, I could leave. There's no way, I wouldn't have been heartless about it. I wouldn't have just left them. I would have been like, guys, I don't know what to tell you. You're fucked. The microwave popcorn's done. I gotta go. But guys, again, thank you so much for being here. If you want to listen to a really fucked up family story, please check out the Family Jewels podcast. And I'm gonna leave you with what I learned about myself after 3 years in prison. Guys, it turns out I am not top. That's my time. Thank you so much.
Well, that's almost 9:30.
What?
I know, time flies, doesn't it?
Oh no!
Hey, you gotta take your meds, honey. You're old. Remember?
No!
Oh, that must be the dementia. And bring me my meds too.
Where are they?
Oh, it's the dementia again. God. Sweetie, look at the time. It's already been almost 30 seconds of us talking about medicine. You need to hand us.
Alright, no, listen, seriously, I went to this comedy show recently, and I was just so inspired. I want to do crime.
I've been wanting to do crime for forever. I did not know that, like, you always wanted to do
Why have you
crime.
not told me this before?
I just, like, you know, it's just like a thing that, like, you just don't really
Just
know.
imagine us, two bad bitches
Oh,
walking
God.
Bad bitch.
I went with love stealing. I stole a guy's heart once. What? It felt great when I broke it.
Well, so I did a job on my own.
You already did one without me? What the fuck?
I didn't let you be anyone, Bethany.
What the fuck, Ashley?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to betray you like that, but listen to me, my
Okay,
heart
fine.
is pure.
Okay, fine. Tell me about
My
this
intentions are true.
job you did.
So,
Yeah.
I saw this old guy.
Uh-huh.
He was leaving a gem.
Oh.
And he wasn't ready for me. He snuck up behind him on some
And I stabbed him in the back.
Okay.
and he let out this, just this little, and it was, honestly, Bethany, it was beautiful.
I'm not
And I'll blow your house down because it is made of straw, which goes against all zoning regulations. I don't understand how they got the permits to build a house out of straw. It's clearly a hurricane zone.
What about plumbing? Tell me about the plumbing, Dad.
Okay.
Okay, so I just want to sort of have like a conversation before we get started. Who gets off first? Now, because like if it's you, that's totally fine, no worries. I just want to know like who gets off first.
Right. I don't know.
So the whole family does crime. It's a little bit like The Godfather.
I've never seen that. So old. The Usual Suspects. Such an old movie. So old.
So it's like Casino.
Not a casino.
Oh, the movie Casino.
Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci.
Robert De Niro.
Casino.
Isn't he old?
Yeah, it's like Ocean's 12. Did you see that one?
There was a 12?
I mean, honestly, I don't know. I didn't see it. That's just something.
Hello, kids.
Hi.
What part of the account?
This is a lie. But I'm here for it. Teach me away, you mystical hand of the empty void.
So glad that you saw that. All right, so first you gotta go into your mother's pocketbook, and you're gonna take out a thing called her wallet. And then you're going to send that money.
Yeah, no, I went to this comedy show the other day, and they said there was like this woman there, and she had a purse, but she also had a wallet. It doesn't make sense to me. It's like the wallet is for the pocket, you know? Like, you just put money in the purse. You just put it in the purse. It's a bag. Like, why do you need a wallet inside of a purse? Like, I just didn't get that. It just took me out of the whole
Like, and oh my
thing.
god, like, I swear that guys don't understand what purses are.
Totally. It's like, where else am I going to put my hot sauce and my tape and my pepper spray? It's a lot of shit.
Thank God, Tiffany, that it takes you so much longer than me to get off. Gives me a chance to catch up on my ratings.
My orgasm is here to serve.
Yeah, I'm doing this pretty sick workout. It's called erectile dysfunction.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Give it up for all the comedians one more time, everybody. That is our show. Thank you so much for coming. As I said, we do shows on Fridays and Saturdays. Doghouse Theater.com. If you ever want to come, consider getting a show pass. $15 a month. You can come to as many shows as you like. And that's the end of my shilling. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for being here. Good night.
Oh, And you guys were great sports.
I love it. Honestly, we're here. We can be ripped on. That's why we're here. I love it.
Awesome. I'm so glad you guys liked it.
Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, so.
Doesn't mean you can't do it in class, it's just you can
So the test drive is.
The test drive is just like a, hey, it's like a free thing.
Well, I don't live here yet.
Oh, really?
That's what it is. I'm currently in New York, but my grandma's in like, okay, I'm staying at her house. We're probably gonna be staying here this summer. And I'm choosing to and
Well, Tom is the director of our group, and Doghouse Theater.
So that should make you choose
But no, it looks great out there. It's a very family, like, and no, this sounds like we are a family.
That's why I'm here.